Acts 17:24 through 31. God, who made the world and everything in it, since he is Lord of heaven and earth, does not dwell in temples made with hands, nor is he worshipped with men's hands, as though he needed anything, since he gives to all life, breath, and all things. And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek the Lord, in the hope that they might grope for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being, as also some of your own poets have said, for we are also his offspring. Therefore, since we are of the offspring of God, we ought not to think that the divine nature is like gold, silver, or stone, something shaped by art and man's devising. Truly, these times of ignorance God overlooked, but now commands all men everywhere to repent, because he has appointed a day on which he will judge the world in righteousness by the man whom he has ordained. He has given assurance of this to all by raising him from the dead. Welcome to my book club. The first book we're covering is by Robert Ludlum, and it's called The Hades Factor. You might know this author for his work, The Bourne Trilogy, the creator of the character Jason Bourne. But did you know his fate? Did you know what happened to Robert Ludlum? Suspiciously, Ludlum died of a heart attack while recovering from severe burns caused by a mysterious fire that occurred only 1 month prior to his death. So do you believe in coincidences? What are the odds? Just as a side note here, for copyright purposes, I will not be covering the books in as much detail as I would like to, but I think you'll get the points I'm making here. If you want full details, I encourage you to read the books yourself. So the plot summary on the back of the book goes like this. A homeless man in Boston, an army major in California, and a teenage girl in Atlanta all die suddenly and painfully, each victim of an unknown doomsday V-word. For 3 days, a team of scientists in a U.S. government lab has been frantically trying to unlock the V's secrets. When the leading researcher from that lab, a lieutenant colonel, returns from overseas, he barely survives a series of well-orchestrated attempts made on his life. By the time he eludes his pursuers and makes it home, he discovers that the V has claimed its 4th victim, his fiancée. Devastated and enraged, he quickly uncovers evidence that his lover's death was no accident, that someone out there has the V, and the P that threatens hundreds of millions of lives is no accident. But wherever he turns, he finds that some unseen force has blocked his quest for information. Not knowing who to trust, he assembles a private team to search for the truth behind the deadly V. While the death toll mounts, Their quest leads to the highest levels of power and the darkest corners of the earth, as they match wits with a determined genius, and the fate of the world lies in the balance. That surely sounds familiar, doesn't it? This whole plot could literally be played out today as we're seeing the world around us and all of the things that are going on behind the scenes that we're not really supposed to be talking about. With that being said, let me show you some quotes from this book that I think reflects some of what we are seeing today. And keep in mind that Ludlum wrote this book prior to the year 2000, since this was the year the book was published. That should provide some clarity on how much what we are seeing is planned